Feels good waking up on a Monday as a winner.
Doesn't
it?
God.
Yeah, doesn't it what?
Does it?
It's about
Yeah.
You know what?
would feel like shit. You would have lost the number 1 draft pick.
I don't want it.
What?
I'm completely off it.
What? Why?
Get that winning feeling
because
going
we can't
into
get it.
2024.
I know we don't get it now, and so now I don't want it. It's like
You might get it. What
yeah, we still can get the number 1 pick. West Coast Eagles did the unthinkable and beat the Western Bulldogs for some reason.
I tipped him.
Yeah, of course you did.
Hammer tipped him. I didn't want to say I told you so, but here we are.
I tipped them too. I didn't put my tips in this week. I had enough. I've given up.
I've
given up. Got the away team. I've got it. Did you pick West Coast?
No, I
You
did.
dog.
Dan.
How about you get on your team? Put
get
some
behind
support
your
behind
team,
your team.
Dan.
More people tipped West Coast on this podcast than didn't.
Yeah,
That's correct.
That's hectic.
Yeah, we know heaps about footy, obviously.
Of course, Fleet Network powering the podcast for 2023. Frank and the boys, Justin Garrick, they're just legends.
Yeah,
Bloody
novated and
love.
laces all over.
Absolute
Novated, left and right. Bang, bang.
champions of the game and no bad lacing.
Kings of the big game,
That's
as they
correct.
say.
Some would say that, actually, and
Do you-
it's on a shirt or two. I've seen them.
You talking about shirts? You've got a
Yeah,
new shirt.
what a segue into this. Have a look at me. Legolas, I did say that I put myself on a 2-week self-imposed spending ban. I bought a few too many self-indulged items in a week
Keep
or two.
talking. It's got something.
And so I decided to put myself on a little ban. That ban was up on payday on the 14th. And on the 14th, I ordered this. So...
Is it like midnight on the 13th?
No. So it was when the money hit my account. What are we doing up there? Oh, my God.
Best day with the Royals.
Wow.
New backdrop.
Oh,
just
that's
dropped.
funny. Look at that.
Holy shit.
The light isn't doing my face much wonder up there.
It's okay. I think we can see it pretty well on the screen over there.
Yeah.
Now, are we okay with the shot? Are we looking okay with the shot? We can rip
Yeah,
it right off if we
that's
need
right.
to. Do you know what this says? Have you seen this? Best day with the Royals. Best night in Leedy.
Shuckers.
Shuckers, bro.
All right, mate, let's do that again. But could you give us a Shuckers as well?
Yeah, you know what? I'm looking at it, and it's perfect. Everything looks good. The shot's great.
That guy looks like he shopped at
Just
Street
need a
X.
Shuckers.
What are you doing here?
That was the waffle win-win-win footy launch. They did it at the start of the year.
Who are you hand
It
passing
looks
to?
very good.
It does, mate. I'm hand passing it to no one there. I did that about 20 times, and they
It's
just
the knee up at these ones.
Yeah,
Is it?
they just told me to like muck around with the footy and do things that are but I was the last one in. So they got a player from every club. I was the last one in. So like all the generic ones, we just like doing a normal handball or kicking it. Like everyone had already done, and they were like, "We've sort of got someone doing that. Tyler Keitel's kicking a goal. Someone's doing this." And I had to just make something up. So I was like, I mean, every now and again I do that.
So the first time in history anyone's ever done that with a football. They
Well,
captured
no,
it.
yeah. I mean, it happens in games plenty of times.
Best day in Leedy.
Best day in lead.
Yeah.
Wait.
Best day at with the Royals. Best night in league.
Best day with Hammer.
Yeah.
Best night in Leedy.
I drove past the bus
Shucks.
stop that had that on there.
It's at Rottnest.
And I thought,
It was at Rottnest, yeah.
Great.
It like flicks on the loops out there on the advertising sign.
We haven't blown out the shot at all with the big Hammer back there, have we? Still looking all right?
That's all right.
Yeah, still looking good.
So those are listening, there's a big waffle
there's
poster
a big
behind the
waffle
boys
behind
now.
it,
It's got a
yeah.
big, huge hammer on there.
Yeah, big, huge hammer, and I've got a massive Legolas head on my shirt.
Shout out to the WA Footy Commission for coming in clutch. We've got a phone call. Hey, mate, got this massive poster here with hammer on it. Do you want it? And I was like,
Yeah,
Why-
absolutely.
why
Why
would
would we not
Why
want it?
would we?
That would
let
be
me
the
think about
question
that
you
for
should
2
be
seconds.
asking. Is there any reason you don't want a big picture of Hammer doing a
Yeah,
upside down handball
upside-down
to his
handball.
Shucker Given made in Leedy? No reason.
Yeah,
We want it.
Absolutely, we want it.
this Thursday, I'm drinking whiskey. It's the first time I've had whiskey on the podcast for a bit. I've got their little jet pack, the Whippersnapper jet pack coffee whiskey.
doesn't
It's
help you
so
speak.
good.
It is good.
It's so tasty. And this Thursday night, I can have as much of it as I want because we're going there for a live show.
Listen to this. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
We are having whiskey with whoosher at Whippersnap.
Oh my gosh. Very good.
Sound asthmatic.
Whiskey.
Someone get him a puffer. Not too many though.
Puff. All right, we got whiskeys with
Yep.
Whoosher at Whippersnapper. It's
Nice.
a BackChat episode. We're doing it with Whoosher. Got him under the bright lights at the Distillery, East Perth. There's still a couple of tickets.
Not many, if any.
How many dudes you know roll like this?
Not many, if any.
How many dudes you know flow like this?
Not many, if any.
There you go.
I went to Whippersnapper last week to suss out the space.
Yes.
Jimmy took us through. Here's where we're going to do it. I want to live there. It looks amazing. It's going to be.
It's going to be very good.
You're not happy living at your father-in-law's house?
Dad's.
Your dad's house, are you? Sorry. Not happy living at your parents' house?
No, it's a very nice place there. Thank you for letting us say that.
So a few things we haven't mentioned about this night. Yes, it'll be John Worsfold. Yes, it'll be us having a chat with him. It's going to be a great night. Whiskies will be available.
Absolutely.
BackChat ales will be.
The very last of them.
Cans right there. I can see them. We'll be taking them down.
Fuck.
Also very important to know, all profits go to a veterans charity. It is a fundraising night. We're not doing an auction. We're not doing anything like that. We're just going and sitting and talking to Woosha. It'll be very intimate.
Yep.
But all money from the tickets will go towards a veterans charity. So it's a fundraising event. You can get your tickets at whippersnapperdistillery.com.au, or what's easier, just go to our socials. There's a big link in our bio. Jump on there. It's this Thursday, 7 p.m. Whisky.
Whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper.
It's disappointing that there'll be beers and whiskey there. I mean, I'm not much of a whiskey guy personally.
I reckon we could twist jar.
Yeah, you probably could, but
better for the calories.
Whiskey
Yeah.
sour? Then we get around to
no,
whiskey
well, I mean,
sour?
obviously, when there's other shit in there, it's good. But just whiskey by itself is
Yeah.
not really my
Okay,
thing.
that's
but
all right.
I'm eyeballing a few
What
slabs.
about Woosha by himself?
Yeah,
Because that's what that is.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
fella. Good fella, Woosha. But like the fact that there's beers there, I can't drink them is
Yep.
killing me.
Woosha
at the moment.
came out on Channel 7 during the week and he spoke about,
Just joining the board?
yeah, why wouldn't you have him on the West Coast board? That would be a question. Just like, why wouldn't you want a poster of Hammer handballing down Leederville Main Street?
Shuckers.
John Worsfold, who has played for, captained, coached the club, has been in
To a
business,
premiership.
has been in other football clubs, so he's seen what else works and what doesn't work.
Yep.
He's been in three other, actually coached at Carlton and Adelaide and Essendon and West Coast. I don't know if there's a more credentialed person that I'd want on a board of a football club. Like, with all respect to everyone else on the board, who obviously great acumen in business and whatever else they're doing, John Worsfold's been there and done that.
Yeah.
That's what you'd want, I'd assume.
Let's climb the mountain.
Maybe we'll ask him.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, that's a great question for a Thursday.
Little something for you. I wouldn't count out.
You can confirm. BackChat exclusive.
Wouldn't count out maybe Woosha entering the coach's box for West Coast.
Wow, that couldn't have
As
been
a
more
coach?
ambiguous. I wouldn't count
As a
out
senior
maybe
coach.
potentially Woosha doing that on an off chance.
There's a lot of talk around Adam Simpson as a coach. Now, you both have your dealings with West Coast. I'm purely a fan.
Yeah, well, they're my full-time employer, so I will remain silent
But
from
what if,
here on out.
but what if this is just one step closer to Woosha, I don't know, coming out of retirement? Is he
Right.
retired?
Yes.
Do coaches retire?
Yes.
No, they come back.
You think he can come back and coach
Mate,
West Coast?
Dimmer goes, I'm burnt out. 3 months later, he's in the Gold Coast in the sun.
No, he was on the Amalfi first, mate.
That's
Amalfi.
true.
Have you seen the press conferences today? He and you know who was sitting next to him? Mark Evans, who flew to Italy to the Amalfi Coast. They are the two of the most tanned human beings
Yeah.
I've ever seen. They've been on a sunbed in the middle of the Amalfi Coast for the last 4 months, and they've come back with signatures on a piece of paper. Well done, boys.
Cheers, well done, lads.
I will just say that I'm just talking absolute gibberish about Woosha, but this is true about Woosha. Exclusive right here for you. You might be thinking, oh, great, live with Woosha. That sounds great. I'll just listen to it next week when it comes out. Well, you're wrong.
Oh, no.
Do you know what? There's going to be part of it recorded for our BackChat audience. Will be our guest episode that comes out on Wednesdays.
You're welcome, because that's what we do.
course,
For you.
Because we do. But a fair chunk of it is purely for our live audience only. Only for the live audience. It's not going anywhere
Wow.
else. It
You
will
have
never
to-
see the light of day.
You have to put to him, and only for the people at the live event, if he's the next coach of the West Coast Eagles.
Well, look, it's on Thursday. Things can happen this week. Who knows what's going to happen?
Okay.
If the coaching spot is available, I'll ask him straight up.
We might even, if you're lucky, bring down some little random door prizes,
Yeah.
and we'll be there having a drink, having a laugh, and some good yarns there with Woosha. So get your tickets. You know where to find them.
You do.
Sorry, go Hammett. No, go.
How much will you be drinking at that night?
You looking at me?
Yeah, I am looking at you.
I
Given
didn't-
your alcohol consumption has diminished, supposedly.
Can we talk about Fat Chat?
that was a great
Great
segue
segue
to
into
Fat
Fat
Chat.
Chat. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it hasn't.
Okay.
I don't know how to talk about this without just being honest, which is the whole reason why
That's
we
the whole
started.
point
we
of
started,
Fat Chat,
we
isn't it?
started Fat Chat because we were just talking about how difficult. I'm finding it incredibly difficult to do a few things.
Sure.
Monitor everything I'm doing.
Of course.
My drinking, my eating, my training. I've been doing that for too long, and it's pissing me off. Like I haven't weighed in. I haven't weighed in.
Wow.
My buy-in to this round of Fat Chat has been poor.
Yeah, well,
I'd like to say, but I was at the Saturday training
I
session
don't think it has been poor.
by myself, and I didn't. I'm making decisions not to drink. I'm just struggling mentally with doing stuff.
But that's the whole point of the
It's
morale
hard,
of the group is
bro.
to get everyone on board
It's
and
so
help you.
hard.
You need people to help you do that.
I think I'm going poorly.
Well, I feel like I've seen you working out heaps.
I have. I actually
That's
have.
good.
4 times a week.
Better than last time.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm still eating and pretty much no, I'm not drinking what I want when I want, but I'll just keep having events. Like I went to the Matildas last
Yeah,
week.
you got to get pissed.
Like, what are you gonna do? I was in a corporate box. You want me to sit there sober?
Yeah, this is the biggest Matildas fan in the history of the world. Fair enough.
You calling me a bandwagoner?
No, I'm not. I'm calling you a patriot.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my I was going to say my helmet right now.
Yeah, wearing the mighty Aussie too.
Wearing my beanie. No,
yeah.
okay, so Fat Chat.
Fat Chat.
I'm struggling.
Yep.
Not going well. I just put it out there. So look, I'm trying my best. I am trying to work out. I am trying to log drinks. I am trying to log my food, but it's really hard, and I don't like doing it. It doesn't give me the happiness that I would like.
When you were playing football, right? You
I
worked out
hated training.
doing stuff through the week.
I
But
hated it then too.
At least every
No,
week
this is
there
the
was a
thing.
result.
This is the thing. I used to train and eat well when, like, in moderation, and do the things to get myself fit, so I could play. Like, so I had a game day.
So you had something.
I had to do it. Now the only reward is fitness and health, and like
Blow them both.
I don't want to blow
Stamina
them
in the sack.
up.
I guess you've already got 2 kids.
Well, that's correct. So we're lacking in that area as well. Look, I don't know, mate. Well, how are you going?
I'm still fat, but not
You
as.
sober?
Yeah, that's the worst thing. So this morning was nice. I weighed in at 99.5. I took
Where'd
the bat.
you start it again?
I dropped the bat. Thanks, man.
Congratulations.
The bat was no longer raised. I started at 103.5, so I've lost 4 kilos,
Great.
which is awesome.
Well done.
A lot of that was the beer initial beer weight. But we won football Saturday,
Yeah.
and
Big win too.
Against?
against West Coast. We should have smashed them, but we kicked 25 points.
Right.
Went up into the rooms afterwards. I'm having a Coke Zero. It's killing me there.
So there's shelters everywhere.
There's shelters everywhere. I go home and I've ordered pizza for dinner, and I'm just like, so our rule for the last little bit of the season is we're not going out. No one's allowed to go out. We want to buy into finals, but there's no like drinking ban. You can still go home and have a few beers. That's fine. But we just don't want anyone out. We don't want to go out and come home at 3 a.m. We want to recover and we want to be prepped for finals. But like, I'm doing this no drinking thing personally for Fat Chat. So I'm sitting at home, mate, a couple of friends over after the game, having a few beers, and I'm just sitting there. And I'm thinking to myself, this is literally the worst fucking thing of all time. Like, I've still got some BackChat ales in the fridge, and I'm just like, I was choking on air, thinking how much I'd love to just fucking annihilate one of these things. It's textbook withdrawal from alcohol. It's fucked.
No,
anyway, it's killing me. It's just destroying every part of me. I meal prepped last night. How
Ugh.
stupid's that? I cooked a big thing of rice, chopped up some chicken, and just portioned it.
This is the other
I was
issue.
like, fuck that.
I've got these great foods by Fit Foods Perth. They're in the freezer. They're great, but
They're good, but they're not enough.
But like, I just want to eat like just whatever I want. I want to eat chips. I want to eat chips. You know, I want to go down and have a beef and gravy roll. I want to do that, but I'm not allowed to at the moment, and it's hurting my.
You know
soul.
you want to know what I had for lunch today?
Do I?
Yeah, I had one wrap with lettuce, tomato, and a bit of chicken in it.
You'd be starving.
I am fucking famished.
Any mayo or something? In
Nah, mate.
Just dry.
Can't have
Dry.
condiments.
I mean, you can have condiments, but it's
How
just
are you
like,
going?
shit.
I
Yeah, no, Dan's going great.
no, I'm not. So I've exercised more than I have for a long time. So
You've been
running, working out,
How's
doing,
pick up ball?
doing
Yeah.
home exercise, doing pick up ball on Mondays, 12:30 at Loftus. If you want to come down and play.
Anyone join you today?
We had 2-on-2 today. It was awesome.
Who was there?
Jaden,
Yeah.
also Jaden's mate,
Yeah.
and a guy that was just down there shooting
You're
by
kidding.
himself.
No, tell me all about this. You didn't tell me this.
Well, Cam was just there shooting around by himself.
Was
And-
Cam there because you said come to Loftus, or
No,
was
no,
just
no.
there
He was
by
just there
happenstance?
shooting around by himself. And we had 3 of us, and you can play 1v1v1 on basketball, but it gets a bit boring. You want the 2 teams. So I went over to Cam. I was like, hey, man, you want to play 2s? He's like, yeah, cool, in.
Wow.
Came over, played 2s.
Are you posting up? I was
Are you
like, what's the
caught-
go
are you
there?
Yeah,
scoring?
yeah. Setting screens, pick and rolls.
Setting screens.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
No, we're
Are you
playing
scoring?
basketball. Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh, is it
Do you
like-
lower the rim
Oh, yeah, it's first or
so that you can dunk?
1
No,
point
there's no
each.
dunking.
Do we get 3 from 3-pointers?
2 from 3, 1 from
course.
inside 3.
Right.
Keep
First
the ball
11.
if you score, or is
Yep.
it?
Did
Winners.
you win?
Who'd
Who'd you play with?
We move it around. You shoot for teams, and then you just like keep mixing the teams up. It's
How
good
long
time.
were you out there for?
45 to an hour, and I was
You were there
cooked
for a
at the
while.
end. I was cooked. I came up fully red face.
2v2 for an hour is fucking good going.
Was Ken tall?
Yeah, he was good. He was good.
Was he the best one?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
I
last
headed down to Loftus by yourself if you know.
if you're not good.
last game,
Bryce
it
Cotton's
was-
just having a morning at Loftus. Hey, mate, you want to play some pickup ball?
Oh, Greg Hire. Hello, mate. Good to see you.
the last game, it was me and Cam v the other two, and I was smoked by the end of it. I was so like exhausted.
Yes.
So I was just feeding him a lot.
Yeah.
You take it, mate. Like, he's posting
shoot,
up.
shoot, mate.
Shoot the J.
Shoot a
Shoot
shoot.
it. But I've put on a kilo since we started.
Oh, wow, okay.
I've
That's
been
not where I
eating-
thought that was
been
gonna go.
Eating way better. I've been like drinking hard, like
Wow.
But you
much-
put on
Wow,
a
have
kilo.
you?
less. I've been doing less. Like if I'm having a beer, it's like a low carb beer.
Right.
So it's like
So you've
not even
you've
a
put on
fun
some
beer.
muscle, you reckon? Because muscle weighs more than
I
fat is
messaged-
what they say.
I messaged Jared. I was like, mate, I've been going half for 3 weeks. Put on a kilo, and I'm fitter. Like I know I can run.
Was it
further
pre or
and stuff.
post shit? You weighing?
I'm not. It's not. I don't know. I can't remember. Probably.
That would have been pre
then.
then, because I always weigh in post, and you know you have weight in post.
But
Sometimes
a kilo?
I like. Yeah,
Is there a
well,
kilo of shit there?
yeah, well, I mean, piss and shit. Sometimes I like to go on the scales before, then go in, piss
Oh,
and shit,
right.
then go back on just to see
Okay.
where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay.
Always a little bit
So I
of
put
fun.
on a kilo, but I feel better. I've got more energy. But look, my goal was to lose some weight. I'm putting weight on.
I'm
So
battling.
Yeah, so we got
Yeah.
two battlers over there, and then Hammer who hates his life because he can't drink beer.
yeah. Just
I'm not
good-
really enjoying
good time.
So spoke to someone who said, okay, your fitness stuff, it's pretty common for elite athletes to be like that because basically you've been doing that for a long time. You've been
Yeah.
ticking boxes
And
and
who
being told what
cares?
to do.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Right, so that's where I'm at right now. He
Yeah.
said, well, what would you like to do for physical activity? And I said, I'd love to like compete. Like I want to play. I want to play
Yeah.
games.
Go play some pickup ball
You-
on a Monday.
Well, you
Yeah.
said no.
Okay,
No,
let's
because
not do that.
I'm thinking soccer. I'm
Yeah.
thinking soccer.
Okay.
On the back of the Tillies,
Little like a
obviously.
mini
Yeah.
soccer. Well, yeah, correct. Back of the Tillies.
Yeah.
I didn't miss last week's episode, did I? Shot a footy cast. I missed this one. I got to go over last week.
Yeah. Tell us about going to the Matildas.
To the
Yeah,
Matildas.
huge.
Got my merch. I will say it was a bloody hard search to get merch. I tried buying it in Geelong, so I flew over to go and see my brother, who I've mentioned here on the podcast before. He had organised, and this will be in my top 5 days of my life. He had organised a surprise day, basically, for him and 12 of his dearest and nearest. We've rocked up in Geelong. Can I give you the full story?
Yeah. Give us it. Yeah,
Continue,
absolutely.
mate.
Rocked up in Melbourne, and our plane was delayed. And I want to give a quick shout out to Sixt. They are the sponsors of the Gold Coast Suns. I rocked up in Melbourne, and I didn't know the guy's name, but he was less helpful than I would have liked. Our plane was delayed. We rocked up after 12. That was after hours. So there was some complication with the keys.
Less helpful, meaning just completely shit out.
He was completely shit out.
and Frank's drum kit.
But
sort
the
of
reason he
areas.
was completely shit house, and I'm willing to accept it's my fault, but I'd forgotten my license,
Oh, that
my
is your
physical
fault.
license.
That hurts.
But I would argue, why do I need my physical license? I had a photo of my passport and my license.
Yep, that's all the same, shouldn't it be?
If I'm pulled over by the police, which he kept telling me, I'm not getting taken to jail because I don't have my license on me.
Book him.
Like,
Book him.
It's
I'm
like
sorry, sir. You're coming with us.
It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not. It might be
Shoot
like
him on sight.
it might. Yeah, correct. It might be like
The
a
death penalty.
maybe like to the strictest, like
It'd be
to
a
the
slap on the
law.
wrist at
Oh,
best.
$50 fine, mate.
But they just look you up, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you're in
I'd
the
show him the
system.
photo. I'd be like, "Here it is, mate. Like, look this up." So
You're in the system.
I had a bit of an argument with him, but I was very kind. I told him the reason I was there. So I'm visiting my brother. He's not going too well at the moment. I need to get back to Geelong. I've got a hire car for the weekend or for the week. Nah, can't help you. Can't do it. So for the next hour and a half, because I walked out of there in a bit of a huff, and I got on Uber. Uber from Melbourne Airport to Geelong, $450. It was surged.
Oh, how long does that drive?
An hour. Mandurah to Perth.
Okay.
No, not. Oh, okay. It's
$450.
Yeah, mate. That's a. You know how
That's
much
a
a plane
plane
flight.
ticket.
You know how much a plane flight cost over there, mate? $300.
Right.
So don't. Oh, okay, mate. It was fucking bullshit. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I spent the next hour and a half trying to sign up to car rental places that allowed like online pickup.
Yes.
But I had a deadline because 1 a.m. was like, you can't have a car. Like, we don't do cars after 1. But between 12 and 1, there was a few like Thrifty and Eurocar.
Yeah,
and so I'm like logging into all these things. I'm trying to submit my license by picture, then I'm taking photos on my laptop. End of the story. It got to an hour and a half. It was 2 degrees. It was the coldest night in Melbourne in about three months. And I couldn't do it. 1 a.m. went past. I was like, fucking hell. Got back on Uber. $98. Surge come down. Just got an Uber.
What?
So finally got an Uber. I got to Geelong at 3 a.m. 7 a.m. wake up. Drive to a mystery location that we'd been given a pin. It was in the middle of Bacchus Marsh.
Oh, yeah, halfway between Melbourne and Ballarat.
That is correct. That is correct.
That's the old Bacchus.
It was a dirt road, side of the road. 4 cars pulled up there. Everyone pulled up. And then Jace pulled to the front. My brother, he said, all right, follow me. So we follow. We don't know where we're going. Pull up at Avalon Airport. Go in this little side door. Walks through the side door straight onto the tarmac. Like I'm talking, it was just a fence straight onto the tarmac.
Not a lot happening at Avalon Airport.
Oh, it's an international airport. I'm
I know,
sure.
but like it's a very small. Little...
Not the side air. So we went onto the thing. We walk on. There's this huge private jet, PJ. We like to call him. PJ.
Cheers, couple of PJs.
Jump on. It's Kerry Stokes' PJ, and
Kerry
it's a ball terror. Kerry was not on the flight. We fly from Melbourne to Sydney. We spend the day.
Did you just do a little loop around the joint for a bit in the private jet?
It took a little while. It was
How
bloody
long did it
great.
take? 'Cause
I mean, you
normally
had some
that's-
questions about
Yeah.
PJs.
So the thing I liked about your PJ was that it was black.
Yeah, it was black.
Blacked out PJ.
Yeah, we're not fucking around.
So when it's a
Fuck.
coloured PJ, you know it's a bougie PJ.
Yeah,
because
that
it's just
is-
a white one that's like whatever.
It's like Heisenberg's Chrysler, all blacked out.
yeah. So talk to me. Is there multiple
That's pretty cool.
captains? Multiple pilots, sorry. I don't know what
Two
it-
pilots? No, just one pilot.
One pilot. How many staff?
One hostess.
Yep.
She was great. I'm just showing Hammer the
PJ.
The PJ. So you can have a quick look at the PJ. Can't find the PJ. Hang on a second. It's here somewhere.
It will be, surely.
Hang on. Here it is.
That's pretty-
It's an elite PJ.
Oh my God, look at the PJ. Holy shit. Like that's so I'm describing this PJ. Black at the front. It looks like a fighter jet,
Yeah.
firstly, which
Barely
is really
legal.
I
cool.
texted a
Tinted
photo
windows.
to Dan and you said, are you on a fighter jet? Are you
So-
going for like a fighter jet?
You know how you see in movies and stuff the door that comes out with the stairs up there, and then there's like a little carpet at the front. It's got that. So, but like the stairs are even all blacked out, which is dope. Then they've got these like gold stripes on the
gold
way.
trim.
Gold trim. It's
Yeah.
like, and then it just sort of fades. Is that black at the end, or does it sort of go gold a little bit? I think it goes. Oh my God, that's amazing. It looks like a fighter jet.
Is there meals on there? What's
Mate, walk on, champagne's getting served.
gosh.
You got
Oh my
meals,
God,
you got-
its name is the Bombardier.
it's the Bombardier, mate.
Oh my God, that's the coolest thing.
There's
Best PJ.
I don't know. So there was like 6 big dope ass business chairs like that could swivel 360. You could like spin them, and so you could have like meetings with different people if you wanted to do that. And then
That's
there was
so
sort of
good.
like
You could drink a whiskey at all angles.
oh yeah, don't worry. And I made very good use of that on the way home.
Shit, fully stocked PJ, was it?
Then there was a
I'd
side
imagine,
like bench, but like nice seats, but like a 4 rower on one side.
Oh yeah,
So it was like 2, 4 rower. So there's
Closing
10
my
of
eyes
us
so I
on
can
there.
imagine this.
comfy seats.
Comfy
Oh,
seats.
they would have been leather.
Elite leather
Of
seats.
course they were. How was the stitching?
We didn't know like intertwined. Yeah, it was nice. It was gold.
Oh.
There was no expenses. Anyway, we didn't know where we were going, and I chose not to figure out where we're going. My other brother was sort of trying to do calculus up the front, trying to figure out a destination.
We're traveling.
yeah, what
due
direction, blah blah blah.
east.
I was
Got
just
for
like
40 minutes
wherever.
so far.
Yeah, eyeball in the sun. I think that's north.
Like
I can't be
but
certain.
genuinely was doing that, mate. I think he had a compass out, and I just happened to look out the window, and as we were descending, it was like the harbour bridge was right there. I was like,
That's so
shit,
good.
we're in Sydney. Went around the harbour. One of the best days ever. It was
What's
great,
the landing like?
mate. So smooth.
What?
It was the
I thought it'd
smoothest,
be hectic.
the smoothest flight I've ever been on. Once you've been on a private jet,
A PJ.
I've never been on a PJ before. You never want to go back.
Yeah,
well,
You never want to go
that's what
back.
they say, mate. Once you go PJ, you never go back.
PJ
was
Especially
black too,
especially
so-
the black ones. Now,
Yeah.
now. Harbour Bridge, done and dusted.
Yeah.
Come back to Thingo, but while we're in Sydney, this is the Tuesday, and I'm like, fucking Matildas are playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
You didn't know that. You just saw the advertising because you're obviously not following them at all.
that's correct. Why are you calling me a bandwagoner?
I'm not calling you a bandwagon. I'm
You
calling
are?
you a patriot.
No. Okay. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Are you a fucking huge soccer fan, are you?
No, I hate it.
Okay.
Hate
Did
soccer with a
you
passion.
enjoy the Matildas?
Love them.
Yeah, so did I. Great.
Yeah, but I thought they were good from the start. I didn't say they were the worst team ever. They're going to lose every week.
Did I say that?
Yep.
Oh, is this what? Did I say that, Indy? Okay.
Bit of poison in those words.
Yeah, I know.
Nah,
Like, it
not
sounds like very
bit of venom.
bitter. Thank you. Like you sound very bitter
Bit
about it. Did
offensive.
I offend? Like, who did I offend?
You've offended the nation.
They did. They
You're sitting up there in your PJ.
If we're going to talk about their performance, the game I went and saw, they
Shit
played
house.
like shit.
Shit house.
They did though.
They looked
Win a
gassed.
final.
They did.
actually looked gassed.
They
Can
were- they were
I
gassed.
critique their performance?
Yeah, go
They
for it.
weren't very good.
No, you're right.
They
Anyway, enough
defensively
about
were
that. Let's
poor.
talk about the PJ a bit more.
PJ done and dusted. I flew back. I figured out, okay, I got to get tickets back to the Matilda. So I flew back to Melbourne
On the PJ?
on the PJ because I wanted to go on the PJ.
Of course.
And then I flew back to Sydney the next morning.
On the PJ?
No PJ.
How was that?
How shit was that?
So
Oh,
bad.
that would have been disappointing.
I even sat in an emergency aisle and I was like, usually very happy with the leg room. I was like, this is fucked.
This shit. So on the return,
Seat doesn't even rotate.
Yeah, on the excuse me. Can we get this?
How do I get this?
How do I get this
Spin
unbolted?
this thing. You gotta spin it.
Yeah, with the, so the return PJ flight. What was catering sort of like? Are we talking a fully stocked PJ?
I was, I had a fair bit to drink.
Yeah, you'd had a gutful.
And I was just on the whiskeys on the way home.
Wow.
Snacks?
Okay.
With my, what is he to me? He's my brother's father. So my
Your dad?
No, so
Stepdad.
both my brothers are half brothers.
So your stepdad.
Yeah. Is it my stepdad though?
No, it's sort of your half dad.
Yeah.
That's a
It's not
weird
my-
one.
How does it work? How's
not my half
how's the
dad.
relationship work?
Nah, it's good. Like, well,
No,
like,
as in like
No,
what is
so-
the physical?
Your half brother's dad.
so my brothers, both my brothers are my half brothers. So they got a different dad to me. Is it my stepdad?
That would be your stepdad.
No, because your
What if it's-
stepdad is when your mum
correct.
marries a new guy.
Yeah.
And
It's the other way around. I'm the young guy. It's like,
No,
can
but
you
it
be like a
is your-
stepdad removed?
it is your stepdad.
No, so is
Oh,
your
no, it's
mum
not.
your brother's mum?
Yes. We all have the same mum.
That's a stepdad.
Yeah. But I know what you're saying. It's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make
But
sense.
are they different dads?
Yeah, they're different dads.
So like all three of you have different dads,
No.
or two of them have one?
Two of them have one, and I have another one.
But that would be a stepdad then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but the only, I guess, point is like, because I'm the youngest one.
No, I see. I don't know if it matters now that I'm thinking through. It's like I think it's just your stepdad.
Okay.
Because are they currently?
Oh, so hang
No,
on.
they're
So
not
your
currently
mum,
married.
No.
so
Yes,
your
so
mum
that's-
had
My
two
mum
kids.
was married to Graham.
So Graham
Mum-
had two kids.
Mum
with
and
your
Graham
and
had
then
two
Graham
kids.
and your mum split.
Split up. They got divorced.
Yeah,
And then my mum married my dad,
yeah.
who is
So
John.
John would be the other two.
So John's my dad.
John's your dad.
That is someone who's
John's
physically
your
given
dad.
birth.
Correct.
It's he's their stepdad, but the other guy wouldn't be
Yes.
your stepdad because they're
Correct.
not married.
That's right.
Correct.
John is their stepdad.
That's
but
what I'm
Graham
saying.
Is
So
not
Okay,
your
well,
stepdad.
Graham's nothing to you then. Graham is nothing to you.
Yeah, that's true. There's no
So I was
relation
sitting
whatsoever.
there- so I was sitting next to Graham.
Sounds like a ripping bloke.
Next guy ever. Sitting on the head. We're chatting about our family relationship.
Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
that's good.
About
That's
50%
pretty much
of the
the end of the
people just
story.
Turn
Graham.
off the podcast.
You and Graham just chilling on the PJ. PJ chats with Graham.
Fucking hell. Yeah, that's what happened. And then I went to the
just broke my
Matildas.
brain.
I didn't think they played very well, but it was good to be there. And that's the end of the story.
That's good.
That's the end of the story.
So we're going to Sydney in like 3 or
With
4
Graham.
weeks. Is Graham going to be there?
Maybe.
First question.
PJ.
Yeah.
Can we get a PJ to
Yeah.
Sydney?
I think you can get
What's
a
the
PJ.
cost of a PJ?
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
we
you
speak-
obviously can get a PJ.
We're speaking to our lovely hostess who was on there with us, and she.
What was her name?
Graham.
Graham, step hostess. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name, unfortunately, but she was.
You were just pissed.
She was in the she was the international Qantas hostie for like 20 years, 25 years, and then she
Been
moved
there,
into
done
the
that,
into the private sector,
Into the PJ sector.
into the PJ sector,
That's
and
a
she
baller
said
move.
that
Yeah,
it's quite expensive, but they don't get. It's not like they're inundated with business. They're not flying every single day.
Yep.
Sort of like you can book it, and it sort of sits around until it gets booked, and then they get.
I imagine that'd be a really good thing as the air hostess of the PJ to pick up like a big group of Americans and cop that tip.
Oh
I
yeah.
reckon they'd tip pretty
Big
heavy on a
time.
PJ, wouldn't they?
I think she had a good time with us because I don't think like people who've never been on a PJ usually fly PJs. Like it might sound
Of course,
weird,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
it'd be pretty weird. Like a big bunch of us, none of us had ever been on a PJ, just like having the
Yeah.
best time of our lives
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah,
Feeling
shit,
like
yeah.
big dog.
Oh, that'd be
The
awesome.
toilet,
Oh yes.
Oh yeah,
the
talk to me about
toilet,
this.
single toilet, at the back of the plane. So pretty much it was just like the inner tube, big door over the whole thing.
In a tube.
I think it's called the cabin.
I get it. Just a weird way to put the cabin. The inner tube.
I was like,
What's the
I
altitude?
was looking at it in my mind visually, right? And I was
Me
like
and Graham just chilling in the inner tube.
We need Graham on the pod.
Fuck. We get some whiskeys to be a bloody good pod.
Oh, Graham.
Toilet.
Yeah.
It was like,
Inner tube
mate,
toilet.
it
Gotcha.
genuinely, I don't know what was going on, mate. Like, fairly normal, but it was like quite big for a plain toilet. Like, it was big for a
It's a
plain
PJ.
toilet. But when you put the seat down, like the toilet seat down, it was like a chair. It was like a pad. It was like
That is
what?
so good.
What
You understand?
so like,
it was like it
Was there a
it wasn't-
seatbelt on it?
It wasn't no. Yeah, see that's the thing. It wasn't a chair, but you definitely could use it like a chair.
yeah.
It
I
was-
imagine that like if there was a seatbelt on it, it has the function of if you're in turbulence and you're
Yeah.
shitting, just strap in.
No, it was not a
That'd be tough.
It was not a chair. Imagine you had to strap in while you're yeah. So anyway, it was big. It was good. It was
The
great.
inner
Did,
tube was great. You
when
and
you-
Graham had a great time in the
Great.
PJ.
That's good.
When you flush the toilet, did it have that? Because whenever I'm in a plane, I push flush and then I quickly block my
Yeah.
ears.
Don't know why I do that. It's not that
He
loud.
goes,
It's pretty loud.
Where does the shit go? I mean, I imagine does
Through
it
the
just
sky.
fall into the sky?
Yeah, it does. Disintegrates
It
through the
does
sky.
not.
No, it
I
goes
just
into-
wouldn't have thought it.
goes-
Imagine that. Jeez, that'd be stiff. Just walking to work. All of a sudden, you just get hit in the face by a flying deuce. Oh, that'd
It
hurt.
goes into, I think, a cesspool.
Okay. Thank you.
It's the
A
term.
little bit like what this podcast has been
Yeah.
on for the first
Being
30
used.
minutes of it. A
Yeah.
cesspool.
Mate, so we look, we have a bit of a run sheet that we go through various
we've
things.
just gone off topic.
We've
there.
gone
where
way
was,
off topic.
Where was
Go
inner tube?
Let's go into
Matildas.
let's get into some footy.
Yeah, where was the
Because
inner
there's a
tube
lot
on
of
the
interesting
run sheet?
footy over the weekend.
Yes.
Heaps.
Let's start with tipping because
Well, yeah, I tipped
it's-
the coasters.
you tipped the coasters,
So
you
did
tipped
I.
the coasters accidentally, but it still counts.
Still
but,
Absolutely, it still counts.
but you and I were very
You're still
close
out.
in tips. I have pulled even further away from you, so I'm well and truly going to beat you.
I've
in
given
that
up.
res-
I already
in that
told you
regard.
that. I've given
Nah,
up.
that's fine. So
Yeah.
that's what happens when you
So
lose.
you win. You win just like the West Coast Eagles. I've given up.
What? Okay.
They haven't given
Well,
up.
let's go to the West Coast Eagles in a bit. First, I want to make.
What do you mean they've given up? They just stormed home to one of the great upsets of our
The
time.
Bulldogs have given up, just like Scully.
Yeah, there you go.
So let's call a couple of our people. So we go to this tipping competition, the BackChat tipping competition.
Right,
the
right,
winner
right.
gets $2,000.
Oh, we calling someone.
$2,000.
Mate.
We've got three people here who look. If you're in third, it's going to be tough to win, but never say never.
Give him the scenario. Do you want me to give him the
So,
scenario?
yeah.
I'll give him the scenario.
Give me
So,
some
I'll
gravitas.
give
Give,
you
me
s-
some inner tube
Okay.
stuff.
So in third place
PJ.
currently is Cal. Okay, he's on 139 points. So second place is on 141.
Yeah.
First place is on 143. So the difference between Cal, who
Cal
I'm-
can't win it.
who
Don't
I'm
call
about
Cal.
to call.
Don't call
We
Cal.
don't
He
pick
can't
Cal-
win. He's four back.
All right, we're kiboshing Cal.
Well, does Cal think he's getting a call?
I kind of did. Well, we could call Cal.
All right, let's just make it very brief, okay? Because I'm going to call Cal.
What if
'cause
Cal wins it and we don't call it?
Imagine that.
I'm going to talk to Cal.
Okay, let's just call
Is
him.
it Cal from the Southern River Band?
No, it's not.
So we
I'm
can
calling
talk to
him
him
right
because he
now.
butchered it. He got 4 last week. I reckon he's tried to go rogue last week. So this is Cal. He's in third spot right now.
Yeah.
$2,000 on the line. He's 4 back. So for him to win, he needs to get
He's got to go.
a 9,
Niner.
and the Jack, who's in front, needs
What's
to
his,
get a
what's his
4.
margin?
So
if he doesn't
Jack,
pick up, I'm not calling back.
Jack, we'll leave a message. I wanted to
Rejected.
leave him a message so
Well,
badly.
there you go. No ringtone.
They might be over East, though, so we do apologise for trying to wake you up there, Cal. I hope that you're enjoying the podcast.
right.
So the total margin, that's where the issue is. So Matt Cutback, Matt Harris, he is in second place. His margin is a lot worse than Jack, who is in front. So
Has to be-
Matt
Yeah.
is 2 back, and his margin's out. So he needs to beat him by 1 to get in front and win this thing.
Yep.
So we're going to speak to
Let's
Matt.
go-
He's
let's
been a
call
big.
Matt.
He's
So
an
what's
OG.
Matt on? Can I have a look?
He's an OG BackChat guy. He's on 141.
He needs to get the-
Jack is on 143. So we're about to speak to Matt,
Jeez.
2 back. Matty,
Hello, Matt speaking.
Matty,
Yeah, Matt. Hey, mate.
it's the BackChat podcast here, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Very good. You're with Hammer,
Matty.
Scowie, that's
How are
me, and Daniel.
Hello.
Now, Matt.
Hello.
Now, this is serious business here, Matt. $2,000 on the line. There's a round to go. Talk to me. How you feeling?
I need my mate Jack to stop ripping off my tips, mate. He keeps tipping the exact same tips as me every week.
Do you know Jack?
No, I don't. No.
Can you just put your tips in at the very last minute? Is that how it works?
No, I tend to do them a week ahead just to be sure that I don't miss one like some people on the podcast, mate. I don't want to end up in the hundreds.
Yeah,
It's all
okay,
about
that's
that.
fair.
Fair
That
enough.
is
That's
fair, Matty. Thank you very much. Now, Matt, can you talk to us? I mean, I don't personally understand how you can be good at tipping. So, how have you found yourself in this position?
it's a lot like goal kicking, mate. It's all luck.
Yes.
To be honest with you, people who put a lot of thought into their tips are going to spew up when I say this, but I haven't been following the footy that closely this year, and I've gone a lot off the odds, mate.
Gone a lot off the odds. The funny thing about bookmakers is they're quite often on the money, aren't they?
True.
So they make a living.
Yeah, they're trying their best to get it right. Yeah,
more often than not.
So you're just basically tipping
that's been the
favourites.
strategy.
Tipping
Most
the
of the time, unless it's pretty close, then I might have a chat to a mate or have a think about.
What are you chatting
Well,
to your mate
I've
about?
Yeah, chatting to
Who's your mate?
Chatting to Jack. Hey,
Chatting-
buddy, what you
chatting-
going
mate Gil?
Chatting to mates who watch the footy more than I do
Right,
because
Graham.
I've been a bit turned off. I'm a bit like you, Dan. I'm a West Coast nuffy, so
Yeah,
there
that's
hasn't been a lot to
Did you
enjoy
tip us
about
on the
footy this
weekend?
year.
Did you tip us on the weekend?
No, absolutely not.
Disappointing. I did.
Matty, what are your feelings on? You're a West Coast nuffy. How do you feel about this current situation, losing pick one by a great win on the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not in favour of tanking, and my feeling is, the players wouldn't do it anyway, right? Like, the players are not going to go out there and try to lose.
That's correct.
So, it's what it is.
Okay.
And, the history of the last 10 or 20 years is that the number one pick's often not the best player,
Wow.
come 5 or 10 years down the track. So,
That is good logic. Last one, Matty. You got to make up
Two.
Well, you got to make up two.
Three,
You got to make
essentially.
up three here,
Yeah,
Matty.
three.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
my
sorry.
margin's not great, so I've got to make up 3, I reckon.
You have to go for the win. I mean, maybe Jack will listen to this. You got an opportunity to tell us the truth, or you got an opportunity to bluff him out of it. What are you going to do?
Look, I think if I were Jack, I'd be thinking to myself, fantastic. I've won the tipping. I've dominated the tipping. Been on top for 10 or 11 weeks, whatever it is.
Yes.
I need to cap off this season. What do I need? A 9 out of 9.
Yes.
That's what he'll be thinking.
You got to go for some rogue tips because it's round 24. You get some funny results. Team players are playing for their careers. Some teams have got nothing on the line. Other teams have got something on the line. So I'm thinking if I were Jack, I'd just go for a few outlandish tips and just try to cap off that top season of tipping with a perfect 9 out of 9.
Well, that's pretty smart, I think, Matt. I don't think Jack could deny that. That's pretty good logic. However, I'm looking at it, and I think you got to tip the Coasters, mate. You're 3 back. That's one that there is just Jack won't tip him, and I guarantee you they'll get up.
Wow.
They beat
Revenge game, right? I was actually the only game of footy I went to this year was West Coast versus Adelaide in Adelaide.
Wasn't a great one for us.
Wasn't great.
No.
As a West Coast supporter, one of about 3 West Coast supporters sitting there at Adelaide Oval, it wasn't great.
Yep.
Just kept very quiet in my seat there and enjoyed a West End. And so it would be nice to see us get some revenge, but I'm not sure I'll be going on the tip there.
Well,
with
then you're not going to make
$2,000
that
on
3
the
back,
line.
unfortunately, I don't think.
I reckon Matty's bluffing
Go
the
for it.
shit out of
Tip
him. Go, Matty.
Go,
I
Matty,
want you
go
to win
for it.
this,
Yeah,
Matty.
go for it.
We know you've been a big time fan here, mate. We do appreciate you
Yep.
listening along, and thank you very much, Matty. You're a good man.
Enjoy your night, Matt.
No worries. I'll talk to you guys next week when I give you my bank details for that $2,000.
Yeah,
Love it. Shit, yeah.
Absolutely love it. Big Matty with the sign off. I don't
Gotta
know.
tip
I
the
don't
Coasters.
see. I reckon he's pulling some bit of.
That's cool, Jack.
Yeah, I like it. I want to know what Jack's going to do. Jack can't
I'm
lose.
going to try and get him to go the early cry.
Hello, this is Jack speaking.
Hello, Jack speaking. This is Dan, Will, and
Hello.
Hamish speaking. How are you?
Good, lads. How are we doing?
Sensational.
How are
mate.
you going? Are you nervous? You're 2 up. You can't be beaten. You must just be thinking, what am I going to do with this $2,000?
Have you already spent it?
No, haven't spent it, definitely. It feels a bit like golf. Got a 2-shot lead, but I've got a bit of a margin as well on Matty, who's behind me. So sitting pretty, but this last round could be a bit chaos.
How long have you been on
and
top
things
for, Jack? How long have you been up the top?
I think after the buys is when I sort of just went past Matty, and then I've sort of just been here for the last 10, 11 rounds by myself.
Are you copying what he's doing just so you can't lose your lead, or what are you doing?
I can't see what he does until the game starts. So
Of
Yes.
course. Therefore you can't copy him.
otherwise, if he collusions, we could put the money and things like that. But
Yeah, of course. Makes sense.
nah, I think pretty straightforward. But I would be very wary of the Carlton GWS game, depending on results.
Sorry, Jack. How are you good at tipping? Like, how are you this good? What have you been doing?
I have a little formula, but I think it's really just looking at
What?
form.
The algorithm?
And, no, not
Billy
too much
Bean, the
math
money
from my
man. Moneyball, baby. Come on, talk to me.
Moneyball.
Tell us the
Math
algorithm.
rules.
Billy, this is
as I
Hamish
say.
Brayshaw.
I definitely can't reveal the algorithm, but I think it's basically just form and matchups. Like I think I definitely got the Collingwood Collingwood just had to me out.
Will you
I'll just
reveal the algorithm after you clean us out of $2,000?
Maybe
Potentially.
to the patrons.
What?
That's pretty good.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jack, are you
It's not
using?
my algorithm.
Are you using
It's
like a
not
yeah?
my
Using
work.
like a
He's got a
third-party
fucking
algorithm,
algorithm.
or do you have
We
maths
love
on like
this.
an
No, we
Excel
love
sheet
it.
or something?
Nah, it's not my work. I just use people who are smarter than mine.
Jeez, that's pretty
Wow.
good going. I mean, I gave the same feedback to Matt here. He's got to throw some Hail Marys out there. I can guarantee you the West Coast Eagles are going to win this weekend. I tipped them on the week against the Bulldogs. It's Boots' last game. It's Bunga's last game. I can guarantee you they're going to win. So if you'd like to extend your lead, because I don't think Matty listened to me, and I think he's going to probably tip the Crows. So if you'd like to extend, it's there for you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still dirty about the Crows. I don't go for the Crows, but I had a small wager on them to make the top 8. And
Well, that's
Don't be dirty with the Crows.
No, be dirty with the AFL. I would
Dirty
send
with
that.
Gill.
Send that to. That's a good question. What do you do? Like, are they going to refund bets? Because like that's a goal. You win. You're in.
I don't. Nah, what's that definitely?
It's disappointing. I don't think. Yeah, BlueBet would probably do it. But-
So-
BlueBet wouldn't be doing that to me. So.
BlueBet would not look after you like that, Jack. Even though they
Yeah,
are very good men.
probably the best guys ever.
They're in the business.
Yeah,
Hey,
Gamble-
Jack,
gamble
what's the plan coming into the last round? We asked Matt the same question. What are you going to do here? You playing it safe? What's happening?
I don't think you can necessarily play it too safe in the last round. It just depends on motivation for some teams. Like, I think, like I said, that Carlton West game could be definitely one where if St Kilda win or if St Kilda lose, Carlton could rest their whole team, and if you're not onto it quick enough, West could.
Yeah, nice.
Mm.
Like
Like
that.
a bit to play
That's
for.
smart.
So if you're at home and or if you've got some work comps, I would definitely just be monitoring Carlton's team very late because they could pull half the team out.
What are you going to do with the
Especially like
$2,000
Yeah,
when you
let
win,
me
Jack?
know what you're going to do with
What are
it.
you going to do with the $2,000, mate?
Oh, it's a good question, and I'll have to come back with an answer for next week. If
I like it.
He doesn't want to
the
jinx it.
trap.
He's got it
Yeah.
in the algorithm. Like, do not reveal
Yeah.
your source. Do not reveal it.
I'm in the same scenario in a work comp, and I don't want to lose. I think
You're gonna win
Like
two
bragging
grand.
rights.
Yeah,
at work.
well, mate, it's
$2,000
important to
plus
not go the
bragging
early
rights
crow, Jack.
No,
Important to not go the
definitely not.
early crow, mate, because the crow wields power. And or I'm wishing you all the best. But if you don't tip the West
Easy.
Coast Eagles, it's your own fault.
Good luck, Jack. We'll call you. We
Easy,
might call
thank
you
you.
next week with good news.
easy. Thanks, guys. Have a
See
good
you,
show.
mate.
Well done. There you go.
All right. Bit of confidence about him.
Well,
Hey,
it sounds
like
like he's
it.
got the fucking algorithm,
What
doesn't
is
it?
his algorithm? I
wanna
need to know. I reckon he'll
Well,
tell
it's
us off
just
air.
win, lose, I imagine.
What's that?
Fucking just looking at the ladder. He'd be tipping favourites, I think.
Yeah, okay. It
I
might
wonder
just
if
be
you went
talking out
back.
of his
If you went back over the season, I mean, I'm not going to do this because it would take me way too long. But if you went back over the season and just looked at like what the favourites were going in, and just imagined, like, I wonder what your score would be if you had have tipped.
If anyone's got a bit of spare time on their hands, want to send us in the tips for favourites only, we'll take
But
it.
I assume the bookmakers have done all of that, right? So shouldn't you just tip with the bookmakers every time?
Well, no, because that's the whole point of like an upset.
Yeah,
Like
right.
they happen.
Upsets
Obviously,
happen.
West
Yeah,
Coast,
yeah.
West Coast
Like
won on the
favourites
weekend. I
don't
mean,
win all
I
the
tipped
time.
it. Only the smart.
It's just like
tips
how
to
many
suit
upsets
Gary.
happen a weekend. That sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm upset about something that happened on the weekend. Harley Reid, maybe. I tried to play it off earlier. I feel
You
like
didn't
the
do a good
West
job.
Coast Eagles, like, even if you're like, well, we don't want Harley Reid, right, at number one pick, you just want to have the option. Did the West Coast Eagles, and there's this talk now around North Melbourne getting potentially pick number 2 as well, right, with compensation.
Yep.
Is that a thing? Like, did the West Coast Eagles just make the biggest mistake in history? winning
Well,
that game?
Abba probably can't speak too much on this one, but I certainly can. Look, no, I think tongue in cheek. Like, how dumb do you have to get? You've had the worst season your club's ever had, ever by a long way. You've
one
lost,
of the worst in history of the AFL, right?
Yeah, correct. You've lost 5 games by over 100, and you're still not going to be the worst in the competition. You're not getting pick 1. Imagine how shit that makes North Melbourne. They are very bad.
That's the turn of the coin. There is that
They are
West
very
Coast had a
bad.
historically bad season, and North still wasn't.
And
better.
I stand by
Wait,
my
North
message.
Melbourne won their first 2 games.
That's correct.
did they?
Yeah,
They beat
went
Fremantle
2-0.
and they
Fremantle
beat
and West
West
Coast.
Coast.
And then they lost every single game since.
Yikes! And they should have beaten Sydney that one game, and then they had the interchange error.
Oh yeah, yikes,
that was
is
they were
correct.
up by like.
So
10
Sydney's made finals by beating Adelaide with an incorrect decision and an umpiring interchange infringement.
All right, what's your take on that?
Which one?
The Adelaide one.
Not yet. Harley Reid, my message remains the same for him. I gave him a message on Twitter. There's quite a bit
Yep.
of feedback on it. Mate, North Melbourne, are they any good? I don't think so. West Coast, I reckon they're starting to show a little bit. I reckon there's a little bit of talent there, a little bit of kids running around. Who knows what's happening with the head coach, Adam Simpson. There's board meetings.
Pancake breakfasts.
Simo hasn't gone to air this week. I know there's a lot of people hanging around for that every week. That hasn't gone to air. Look, who knows what happens there, but West Coast Eagles v North Melbourne. Right now, I'd be taking West Coast most times of the week.
So one last thing, like West Coast, obviously they got Adelaide. Adelaide don't really have anything to play for, right?
No.
I mean,
So-
Tex Walker wins the Coleman, so
Well, that's going to be huge because
Yep.
we've got a. Do we have something on that as well? I think we might.
Charlie Curnow is currently 8 goals up on him.
Yeah.
Because he kicked 5 against the Gold Coast Suns.
He did.
Tex Walker kicks 10. Charlie kicks 1.
Yep.
Tex wins the Coleman.
We've got a bet on that too, I think. I can't remember what it was.
It was a Brownlow bet.
It was
Yeah,
a
but we
Brownlow
also had the goal kicking bet. Anyway,
Yeah.
bet. What did
irrelevant.
you do? Bet on the favourite again? Just like we did
Yeah,
for Brownlow?
obviously.
Oh, awesome.
I still don't think that like North Melbourne. So we'll talk about this before. Is Dimmer coaching the Gold Coast Suns this week? He's the coach now. He signed a contract.
It's a very good question.
That is a good
Or
question.
or is he
World's most
watching?
tanned man.
He wouldn't know what's going on. Imagine just put him in the coach's box. He wouldn't know half the players' names.
Nah, he would have done a lot of homework recently.
It'd be pretty funny.
You would. He's
You
got
think he's
80%
doing
of his
homework?
premiership
No,
team in
mate.
front of him.
Mate, I'll tell you what he's not doing on the Amalfi Coast, mate, and that's homework.
Homework
He's
on
up
the Gold
there.
Coast Suns.
He's on a Kentucky tour in America at some stage.
All right. Well, if Dimmer's not coaching,
he
this
was on a
week-
Kentucky tour. Let's just go back to that. About a week after he quit Richmond, he was on a Kentucky tour.
Good on him.
Is that what got him out of his burnout? You know, burnout can't.
No,
coach
he was never
it.
burnt
I can't
out.
coach
It was never
anymore.
burnt out. He got poached by Gold Coast mid-season. He told Richmond, they said, right, you need to get out. Well, he said, no, I need to get out. Otherwise, I'm going from coaching job to coaching job. I won't get a break. I don't get my Kentucky. I don't get my Amalfi. And here I am. So that happened 6 months ago.
Okay.
I don't know what Mark Evans was flying there for. He's just in the Amalfi as well at the same time.
I did see a tweet from your nephew Riley
Yeah,
talking about how what was his name? Mark
Evans.
Mark Evans. When he was what club was he at before this?
He was at the
Somewhere. Apparently he Riley's tweet was like, Mark Evans went into the office like once a month, but he's happy to fly to Milan to grab dinner.
That's Gold Coast. They're talking about Gold Coast.
Right.
He lives in Sydney or some shit, mate.
Do you
That's
reckon
funny.
they took PJs to the Amalfi Coast?
I reckon.
Absolutely, they
have.
did.
I reckon they
They
have.
would've
So
been on
members
a
of the
PJ.
Gold Coast Suns. Yep. No, it's Jedi
Okay.
That is
You're gonna have to skip through some stuff here
Yeah,
because we've
yeah,
been
yeah.
talking some absolute
absolute
shit
jargon.
today.
Let's talk about the Adelaide and Swans decision because that was
that was a big
crazy.
one.
How
So
did you say that?
the
Easy.
Adelaide, he kicked a goal. It was clear. They didn't go to the decision.
Not a lot of noise being made about Ben Keys' hair. He is a slick individual.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that.
It's a
Easy-
slick
easy
haircut.
breezy, keezy.
I was torn on it. I like a goal umpire sticking to his guns, but he was so wrong.
Look at this. Here it is here.
Like
That
there was
has
daylight.
missed it. The best vision is not this one. So it looks like it's clipped the post there.
Yeah,
It's
but
about a
a
meter
metre and a half
behind the
behind,
goalpost.
yeah.
The best vision is from the crowd.
Yeah,
The crowd vision, there is literally about 30 centimetres between it. I'm not sure what the umpire's seen or heard.
yeah. Neither am I. He was in perfect position too.
Why would you not
So,
call for a review?
Let's
What are
say
you thinking?
you've both sat in the chair of Gil, right? You're Gil for the week. What would you have done in this situation, right? So there's talk like they need to replay part of the game. They need to split the points. They
Right.
need to how would have you? Because I think what the AFL did was exactly what needed to happen. Just go, sorry, we fucked
Well, you
it.
can't replay the
No,
game.
you can't.
No.
What I think
That's
needs
not
to
an
happen
option.
in games is
They should be able to stop the game.
they should be. I think the third umpire should
40 seconds later.
Yeah, 40 seconds later, I don't care what's happened. It comes back.
Like VAR in soccer.
Correct. If the game keeps going and the umpire's having a look at it and it's a goal and they're up the other end having a set shot, the third umpire should come down to the umpire in his little earpiece and say, "Stop. It was a goal before. We've reviewed it. It's a goal. Go back to the centre."
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if it was a point, then you just play as normal.
Yeah, it's a free kick where
they
the
just
ball
pause
was.
the game.
And if it was inconclusive and it's umpire's decision and the umpire called a point, then you play.
This would have to push a decision like that to be made, right?
But
That
stuff
has
like,
to happen in the
so-
next 12 to 2 years.
So you know there's all this blow up
12
about
to
the,
2
I was going to
years.
say 12 months to 2 years. Yeah.
You know there's all this blow up about the integrity of the competition and you know this can never happen and stuff. This has been happening for 30 years. Wrong decisions being made by the goal umpire. We do realise
What
that,
was the one
right?
that went over the post?
There's
Was that
over
an
the
Eagles
post.
game?
Anthony Rocker got called a point. Was a goal in the grand final. There was Tom Morgan's hit the post one day. Like there's been plenty of mistakes made throughout the year and in finals by umpires.
Remember when
regularly.
Josh Jenkins hit the post and said, "My nan told me never to lie," and I'm pretty sure it hit the post, but he won after the siren for Adelaide.
Really?
I don't remember that.
I
Yeah.
do remember that.
He kicked a goal. It was I reckon he kicked 5 on the night. He kicked a goal, and the last one was to put him in front, and it hit the post. The umpire said goal, and like
Post-game interview.
He was sort of like, they did a post-game interview with him afterwards because it was, I don't think it was after the siren, but it was late. And someone said to him, what do you think? Did it hit the post? And he goes, well, my grandma taught me never to lie. I'm pretty sure it hit the post, but it was the umpire's call, so whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go. Well,
Yeah.
I think they just need to.
They need to tidy the rule up. It
Tidy
needs to
the rule.
be, that had to be stopped in the middle
Put
of
some
the
more
game.
money into the VAR or whatever the hell we use. Like,
Yeah.
Get some more money into the bunker. Get some more people, some more eyes. Get some more reviewing. Get some more schnicko.
Yeah, you have 1 million people for Champion Day.
Put some
doing
schnicko
stats.
on there, mate. We need
No, but
proper
Schnicko was on there, but because the blokes were hitting the goalpost.
Yeah, so put a schnicko on the ball, like a microchip in there or something.
Yeah.
It's
The
not that
NFL do
funny.
that, right?
I'm pretty sure there's technology you'd be able to do that with. Tell me there's not.
Yeah, NFL do it, don't they? Don't they have a little thing in there?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do it.
it's a miracle that you
Hotspot.
can get hotspot on the tennis to be eagle eye to be so close,
Yes.
but you can't do it for the footy.
Swimply the bear. Did I see you singing this song live on our socials?
Yeah, at Frothtown.
Was
Went
there
to
no one there?
went to
Just
Frothtown.
you?
It was
Just you.
it was
looked like
early in the
just
night.
you.
Yeah, it was early in the
Not
night.
at Frothtown. I mean, like at the stage.
At the stage, yeah, a lot of people were like hanging out towards the back of the like big tent area. I went right up to the fence.
and told him a bit of a shrimply.
Yeah, I told them the full story about what we do on the podcast. I was like, hey, yelling out to them, Simply the best, of course, Airbnb for pools,
Yep.
plus
Yep.
cricket pitches if you got them in your backyard, tennis courts,
And saunas.
spas, saunas, everything. Tomorrow, we're going to put up 3 highlights we're about to talk about
I might
now
put this
on the
studio on there.
socials.
We can come and hire a podcast studio.
That'd be good.
All right, let's do that.
Yes.
I'll do that I'll put the pool up if you do that with the studio.
You've already said you're putting the pool up though. It's not like a like for
Yeah, I
like.
didn't say when.
Right.
I'm going to put the pool up.
We're putting the pool up.
Let's get the first one. Jack Zeeble, Mark.
Oh,
Look like your hanger's going.
Zebo.
Same position.
It was quite good. Different ground. It was quite good.
That's a nice one.
Hopefully, it went a little bit better than his night out that night.
Yeah, got
It
belted,
looked
poor bastard.
brutal. Those photos that came out
Didn't see 'em.
afterwards.
not
Let's see
good.
this Isaac Rankin goal.
This is very good.
This was pretty special, wasn't it? Wasn't even looking
Oh,
at the goals.
boy.
Cheers.
I haven't seen that.
He's giving it the Eddie Betts.
And then what happened?
He's giving it the Eddie Betts. This is in my pocket.
That was bloody good.
That was
Wasn't even
pretty
looking.
good. Pretty good kick.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And let's go finally to Will Schofield's old mate, Zach Butters.
Oh,
Yeah, cheers.
baby.
That's a pretty good goal.
That was
I mean, I
bloody
got to
good.
be honest with you. There've been better Swimpleys.
Yeah, there have
There
been.
have been better Swimpleys. I'm just sitting here saying,
You're saying there's the moments of the round aren't that good.
yeah, a pretty dull round, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I know who I'm voting for.
That
Probably Isaac Rankin.
That Fremantle,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Fremantle Port game was the most irrelevant game of footy I've seen all year.
Yeah,
it was so irrelevant.
I mean, yeah, there was
The biggest
Relevant.
the biggest
crowd
the biggest part
reaction.
of that, the biggest thing that happened this round of football was that Hammer took 2 running bounces.
Did
you?
ya?
Yeah,
First of the
first
year?
time in the year, first time in like 3 years.
What,
Phenomenal.
2 or 1?
I took 2 running bounces.
But you haven't taken one all
Haven't
year.
taken one all year.
Holy
Did you go for
shit.
goal after it?
Nah, so I took the ball at about, I got a switch, got it on the like deep wing, sort of back just outside D50, and then run up the wing, 1
Do you
bounce,
feel it like
2 bounce. I felt on top of the world.
do
Lace
you
out to someone?
do you not bounce in it because you don't have the
I
time?
don't have the time or the space, but no one was pressing me. No one was anywhere near me. Had one bounce, took another one. I'm sprinting. And anyway, I just like someone sort of let at me, nut wasn't on, and I saw one of the boys running out the back, so I just legged it and
Did
kicked
it feel
to him.
good?
Oh, felt awesome. I was literally running out there with a stiffy. It was that good.
In games, do you ever give these ones? Like,
yeah.
the
As I
lace?
was running, I was like, not on. Bounce. What is happening? It was fucking
Go
awesome.
back. Kick it longer. longer.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And normally when you're running at full pelt, it's difficult to kick a drop punt. And this one fucking luckily came off and landed
Nailed
in my other co-captain's lap.
There's one
missed
round
it.
of the AFL left,
Yeah.
which can only mean one thing.
Mad Mondays.
Mad Mondays, yes.
Nah, but obviously everyone's talking about it. The BackChat Backman of the Year. Award.
Absolutely.
Oh shit! I didn't know
just-
what we were doing.
It's heating up.
It's heating up.
I'm not sure where I was
That
thinking.
anyone can win from here. It's not like the tipping where like, no, Jack's
Yeah.
probably going to win. They have to. Anyone
Anyone
could
can
win
win.
this BackChat Backman Award, the inaugural BackChat Backman Award.
Well, I mean, not anyone. You can't be a forward or a midfielder.
No,
No,
of
that's
course,
close. I just mean, sorry, in the top 3-4, actually.
Top 4.
Yeah, top four.
It's anyone's. It's
Anyone
anyone's game.
can win. It's that good.
Yeah.
We've kept some of the details around the award sort of secret. It's very top secret.
Of course.
What's that? What are the people who
Well,
carry around the
I would
suitcase
argue
with
that the
money?
Armour guards.
Armour guard?
I would argue that the Brownlow medal, like, criteria is secret. Like, do you know what they award
No,
those
it's
for?
bullshit.
Like, I know they're saying the best player on the ground, but what's the best player on the ground, man?
It's the best.
Yeah, it's all it's subjective for the umpire.
That's correct.
But I don't think they've got a certain set of rules.
Coleman medal, a little bit less.
Coleman medal is
subjective.
very, very
Well,
cut
it's
and dry. It's very much whoever kicks the most
But the
goals.
backman can't win that, is the point.
Nah, it's a shit
The
award.
midfielders win the Brownlow, but no one knows what the umpires do in there, and they're not allowed to talk about it.
No.
When they're fining and arresting people at the start of this year because they're betting,
rigging
you
it.
know, they're rigging it. They're rigging the shit out of it.
And
Well,
this
Sam
award is not rigged.
Palpepper got 3 votes last year for in a game where he had 14 touches and kicked 1 or 2 goals. So who knows what the umps are looking at?
impactful.
Impact.
What we
game.
can guarantee about the BackChat Back Award, that there's been no tomfoolery. No, there's been absolute
Harris
integrity.
Andrews kicked a goal, so therefore his 3 votes were scrapped.
Yes,
That was in
that
the
is-
bylaws.
Yeah, we said it. It's integrity. It's integral.
Transparency.
If you just-
Transparency.
yeah,
We've
it's
always been
transparent.
very transparent
honest.
about
We
this
are,
award.
yeah. It's important to be honest and fair.
Yes.
Can I just say that
Yeah, mate, you can.
that
And
round
have a close
20
competition.
that round 23's award getters were meaningless?
It's disappointing.
No, no. You can't say that. No,
That's not true.
mate. There'll be plenty of backmen out there running around each week
Stoked.
going, I wish I had a
Right.
fucking vote in the. Yeah, they'll
Right.
be going, yeah, great game, mate. Did you get a vote in the Backman Award? For the
Okay,
BackChat
I'm
Back?
sorry.
So
I
it's
mean,
not
sorry,
meaningless.
for the end award. It didn't.
It's
it
not
didn't
affected the
change-
result
it
of the
didn't change
award.
result.
It doesn't mean it's meaningless. I got one Brownlow vote. Yes, the Brownlow medal is a meaningless award, but I was happy I had one
Yeah.
Brownlow vote.
And that was potentially rigged as well.
That was not meaningless. I think it was rigged, and we will reveal that one time on Patreon probably that because I do think I was rigged.
so.
But
Let me give you the top 4.
don't disrespect these
No,
top 4.
sorry. Let's first let's
Pay homage.
let's pay homage to these 3 fellas. Okay, these knockabout town guys. 3 votes.
Yeah. Oh, no.
No.
What? What's wrong
What
with
are you doing?
Why does your brain go there? Like,
Because
why
it's the
would
order
you-
on the run sheet. Okay, 1 vote.
Like, why would you go there first? Like
One
3
vote.
votes, and then
Yeah.
you think people care more about 1 vote? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Build it up.
All right, you want to build up?
Yeah.
Tease me first.
It's time. 1 vote, Jacob Wiedering.
There you
Sell
go.
up, Paul.
2 votes, Nick Blakey.
Who got
The
one vote?
lizard.
Who got one vote?
Jacob Wiedering.
Jacob Wiedering.
He also lost all his money.
Oh, it's true.
He probably got it all back.
The
Anyway,
lizard.
Lizard was
Lizard.
excellent.
3 votes, Charlie Ballard.
Charlie Bella
There
from the
you
Gold
go,
Coast
from the Gold
Suns.
Coast.
Yeah,
Sons.
correct.
Wow.
3 votes.
Congratulations, Charlie.
Doesn't change the top 5.
Yeah, that's what you should have said,
So-
not meaningless.
Yeah, I apologize. I reneged what I said. I'm going to give you the top 5, starting from number 5.
Thank
How
you.
about that? Let's build
Just
it up.
tease me. Don't just jump straight in.
In 5th place,
Kiss me first.
Sam Taylor.
There you go.
Sammy, big game. He's given 50. He's played half the
He's
games this year.
fucking been-
He's
he's
played
been
well.
brilliant.
In 4th place,
Have we got 2 blokes from the GWS Giants? in
We've
there?
got. We have to because Jack Buckley's.
I know Jack Buckley's in there.
in
4th?
4th place, Tom Barras.
Yeah.
He's
been
not
good.
playing.
can't win
Been
it.
good. Cannot win it.
So he
Yeah.
can't win it. Obviously,
Cannot
not
win it.
playing.
Congratulations, Tom. Great year.
On a great
year.
season.
Great
Yeah.
year. You can't win.
Okay, 3rd place.
Can Sam win it? No. No.
He can.
We give double
He
points.
can
to the last
podium.
round.
He can podium.
so that's not-
Double points.
No,
last
he
round.
can't podium.
It's a super round.
Super round. It was in the bylaws.
Yeah, great. Okay, so where are we up to?
Third, mate.
3rd place, Jack Buckley.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go, my guy. How many
Uh,
votes behind are we talking?
Not much.
Okay,
They can
It's
reveal
very
it.
close.
We're not revealing
No,
it.
we're not revealing it.
We definitely have
we put it
before.
on the
For
socials
drama.
2 weeks ago. Anyway, continue.
No, we have never put the amount of votes on socials.
Pretty sure we did.
We've definitely spoke about it on the podcast.
We didn't.
Yeah, early days we did,
Okay.
but for build up and drama, we're not
Right.
revealing
Harris
how
Andrews
many.
on 15.
Imagine
I think
this.
Jack's on
Imagine this is
13.
Brownlow.
No, wrong.
But
Second
coming into the
place.
last round, it's like Christian Petrarca's coming second. Won't tell you by how much though. Stay tuned.
Next place, Sam Collins,
Yeah.
2nd
Oh,
place.
I'm pretty sure I tipped him at the start of the
I
year to
think
win
you
it.
might have.
Yeah.
I think you might have.
He
I
could
think I
win.
took Jack.
He
I
could
think
win.
it's Jack Buckley. Dan probably took Harris Andrews. Sorry, who's first?
Harris Andrews. Are you
Yeah.
going back? Harris Andrews currently leading. It's his award to lose right now.
No goals for him this week, so he is eligible.
No, Harris Andrews is on 14 votes. Sam Collins on 13 votes. Jack Buckley's on 12 votes from memory because we definitely spoke about it on the podcast
Yeah,
not
correct.
long ago.
We've done it.
Yeah.
Harris Andrews would have gone to an unassailable lead if not for the fact that he disqualified himself by kicking
True.
a goal. Poor bastard.
Did he just rub himself out
Not of contention of the
Of
entire thing,
back-to-back
but just that week.
It may off.
from that 1
He
week.
could have.
Hey, if you're still here and listening, BackChat will be live at the Paddo Hotel Monday. Next Monday.
Yeah, next Monday, the 28th.
Next week. We've not mentioned it.
No, we
It will
haven't.
be. Oh,
sorry.
I'm not going to be drinking. Fuck me.
So next Monday we'll be live at the Paddo. Hammer will not be drinking. I probably will be. Dan will be too.
Yeah, have a little one.
Last time around, it was a great night. We watched a bit
it
of
was
Matilda.
brilliant.
We watched a bit of the
cricket.
cricket. This Monday, not sure what's going to be on. We'll watch a bit of something together. Get down there early. We'll kick things off probably about 8 o'clock for the podcast. Get down to the Paddington Hotel, Paddington Ale
House, yeah.
down in Mount Hawthorn for all things live BackChat. We've got Shelter Ales.
Yeah, we do.
It's on tap.
It's on tap there. They ordered more.
Yeah, of course they did.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, of course. 8 o'clock start.
No tickets. Come down,
No
have
ticket.
a beer. No, really, it was really good. It was really good fun.
It was
night.
fucking brilliant.
It was actually packed.
It was.
actually good. So come down, bring your friends.
Can I tell you a story of something that happened to me just recently? So,
Make it quick.
windscreen wipers on my car, right? They were swinging back and forth, and then all of a sudden,
Something's happening over there.
what's happening? Nothing. My windscreen wiper just peeled off mid flick.
Really?
The whole thing just went, and then this
So what did it do
flappy
again?
bird was just
That
going,
was good noise.
Yeah.
going back and forth. And
Can't do that at all.
so what happened was I went to one of those car shops, you know, where it was like, yeah, mate, gotta like fuck it, like one of those car shops.
Oh my!
Yeah,
God.
you
Had
know
you
the one,
been there
super cheap
before?
auto. That's
Super
what
Had
cheap.
you been
order,
there
yeah,
before?
Gotcha.
No.
Is
They
that
know
how
who
the
you
guy
are.
was
I
speaking?
walked in, yeah, he's like, hey, mate, you got your Honda CRV, yeah, it's good. Is that the 2018 model? Yeah, mate, fuck, you know. So anyways, went in there,
It's pretty good, actually.
and I took in my windscreen wiper, my flappy one.
You walked in with the
Walked in,
windscreen.
and I
Yeah,
s- and
I'm
I
sure
said-
he knew you were a real knockabout town sort of car guy. Hey, mate, I got a flappy windscreen wiper.
And he
A real
goes,
technical term for it.
yeah, mate, nah, fuck, hang on, let me check the computer. So he's like tapping away his computer. Yeah, oh, fuck, mate. Think about it. To the 2018, the Honda, mate. They actually don't take the generic type of like windscreen wiper. So you got to go to Honda directly. And so I'm like, what? I just want a new
disappointing.
windscreen wiper. So I went to Honda and I had to go like to the like service department. And I was like buying these parts. This guy like literally came out of the cardboard box. He's like, hello, what would you like from the Honda service center? It was so weird. Like this back at Osborne Park. Shout out to those
Yeah,
guys.
that's the Honda guy.
He hooked me up with the right windscreen wiper. But I had for like 2 weeks the wrong windscreen wiper. It wasn't working. Anyways,
Good on him.
I just thought the entire time, I fucking should have had Fleet Network. It
Oh.
wouldn't have been
One of the
all
great,
these
one of the
issues.
great drawn out long segues of our time.
Well, that's what you need to do. You need a fleet network. You save money. You bundle your costs.
You
chuck it all
Novated
in there.
yourself a lease.
Novated yourself a lease. Your car's looked after. You'd have a new car, so your windscreen wiper wouldn't even come off. It wouldn't be coming off.
No,
You'd already have a new car.
exactly.
A windscreen wiper.
Just trade in the car,
So you're-
get a new car,
correct,
and you get
correct.
the windscreen wiper.
Well, that's what you should have done.
I know.
Windscreen wiper, right, done. I'm getting a new car with Fleet Network. If you want to do that, give them a call, make an inquiry. Frank and Garrick and the boys will sort you out down there. fleetnetwork.com.au. Like we said, you can bundle all of your costs, your fuel, your rego, your insurance, your servicing, and even your tyres, as well as your windscreen wipers. That's right. You can get them all there in a single monthly payment. You just pay one payment. You get your car. Wow. You sign, seal, and deliver. You don't have to worry about anything with cars. So if you like the idea of that and you are employed by somebody, I'm sure most people are,
Yep.
I am.
Same. Novated yourself a lease. Go ahead and do it.
fleetnetwork.com.au.
Great. Yeah. Let's it's time to get some fines. Sorry, I just heard the most did you hear that sound out the window?
Sounded like a little
Some
raccoon out there.
raccoons are scattering around the garage door.
Awesome. What about BlueBet? We going to do that at all?
Yeah. Yeah, we should do BlueBet. Hammer, can you go check out what that raccoon sound was?
No, I'm a bit scared actually now that you mention it.
Well, with time to talk about
All
BlueBet.
right, time
so
to
you
talk
need to
about
go
BlueBet.
here.
I'm just going to leave you on this. Your beanie looks a bit funny.
Yeah, it's been like that for a while. It's getting hot. So
You wear it however you want, mate. I said to Beck on the weekend, Sunday night, check my BlueBet account.
Right.
It was sitting on $0.
Right.
My BlueBet account.
yeah, it's
And
not
the
surprising.
reason why I was checking the account balance was because I thought, I wonder if our multi got up.
It didn't get up. We went 5 spoils. We tried to give Hammer the keys 2 weeks ago. That didn't work. So we went BlueBet spoils.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure one of the men that let us down, and it's all with all due respect, because clearly we respect backmen in this league, and there are only backmen in these bets. Alex Pearce, the captain. I'm just getting straight to it, if that's okay.
Yeah, so,
Alex Pearce, the captain of the Freo Dockers.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. He's a great player. He's a great bloke too. Been on BackChat. He's a friend of the family. But he's not spoiling. He's not spoiling. So what his job to do in the team is to lead. Yes. Okay. And how do you do that? You spoil the shit out of the ball. And unfortunately, he's not doing that. And that's why Freo, I'm just going to say, it's why Freo hasn't gone well this year.
Is it?
The captain's not spoiling the ball. So he had two spoils on the weekend, Alex. And unfortunately, that's not good enough to get us over the line, although it does not affect your ability as a person or as a bloke to be both good at those things, because we love you, but you just didn't spoil on the weekend.
We do love you. And he's not the only person that let us down.
Well, I mean, we're getting towards the end of this footy season, and what's really letting us down is Western Australian football.
Absolutely.
And the West Coast Eagles player that couldn't get it done was Jeremy McGovern, another friend of this family. So I don't know if it's them that's going wrong, because Jeremy McGovern had a great game on the weekend, played very well.
I told you before, I saw him spoil the ball. One of the biggest that I've ever seen. Should have been worth 2.
Yeah, well, it was only worth 1, and he had 4 spoils. But he only did 4. And everyone else had about 50 spoils.
Liam Jones, 11. Aliir, 8.
We got
Stephen
odds of
May
$19 for this one.
loves a punch.
BlueBet,
5.
BackChat. We're doing our best for you. If you've got any suggestions,
help us out.
Send them through, because I'm flat as. Basically, because it's Backman letting us down. And it's not personal. I know it's not personal, but play your bloody role. Spoil the ball. Just spoil it. Strap your hand into a fist if you're not careful, Jez. Hammer.
You said it, we read it.
It was quick. Yeah,
you send it, we read
Hamish.
it. Leadable cameras. Quick story about leadable cameras. I know I'm just ripping off a lot of stories here. We're only using 2 cameras at the moment.
Yeah, Jaden brought it on.
One of them's not working. But you know what? I'm going to leadable cameras tomorrow to see Lidio.
Shit.
Size each other up a little bit for the fight. And also get another camera, because that's what they do. They hook us up with
It's
all
good
the
that you're
cameras.
putting weight on for the fight.
So this is you send it, we read it.
If it's good.
Yeah, if it's good. What I think's actually fallen off on this program, on this podcast, which you haven't a lot of, is you send it, we might wear it.
Well, no,
you
nice.
send it, we wear it. It's not might. It's
we will
you
wear it.
send it, and it's clothing. We'll wear it.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Hold
William.
my
I'm going
beer.
to hold it.
Hold that thought right
holding.
there, because
I'm
I've got a
holding.
little present for you.
Okay.
Well, can I
I've
show
got
him
a present for you right now.
Can I show him the
I've got
present?
a present.
I just
Can
saw
I
your
show-
Bruce
can I-
hat.
hang on,
I saw
Dan,
your
can-
Bruce hat. I know we got given those Bruce hats.
Oh, this is what I've been using to work out with, and it's made me
you
better
work.
work outer.
I'm going to show Scully the present. I got a message a while ago from a group of guys who were playing indoor cricket and sent me a design for a shirt. And
Did we talk about this on the pod?
we did talk about it on the pod, and they have arrived. They've been trying to catch us for a while.
Well, they've arrived. The team.
The team shirts have arrived.
Oh, you have one.
It's a pretty snug fit.
Holy shit balls!
There
What
it
does
is.
Your
that say?
face on it.
Is that Hammer swings?
That's me there. Hammer time. A little
Hammer
king on it. Little
That
king
is
hat.
you with a crown on it. They look good.
That says hammer time on it. They're
Yeah,
fucking
nice.
tight.
your
Your
arms,
biceps.
bro.
Oh,
Wow, that's actually
okay.
strength.
And then
Yeah, right there. BackChat Studios Hammer.
Yeah, very
I
good.
like
Number
it.
22. But
Is it just for Hammer?
it's not just for Hammer, Will. There you go.
Oh,
There's one for you. Little gift.
Check the number.
From the. What's your number? you go.
Hammer time. Hammer voice. Oh, number 31.
And what's Hammer had Hammer on the back?
Yep.
His name.
To go his dad.
Goey's dad for Scully. Number 31.
Brilliant.
Very nice.
Now, Dan,
That's
what number have you got?
unreal. That is unreal.
I'll tell you what, I'm not the only person giving out gifts. I'm receiving
Is that-
them.
This is an XL. Mine's a
Mi-
2XL.
Mine's
So,
an extra large.
Appreciate that,
They've up
boys.
Scully to a 2XL.
And I
Mitchell,
got-
Mitchell
I got a
Johnson and the boys.
The
So
Mitchell
not
Johnson.
not the Mitchell
Okay.
Johnson.
Imagine
Different Mitchell
rocking up.
Johnson.
Yeah, that's right. We did speak about this. Imagine rocking up Mitchell Johnson steaming in off the
Yeah,
line.
the Spin King, number
What have you got?
41.
41.
So Mitchell Johnson messaged me tonight
Dirty
asking if
Biscuits.
What?
asking if
41?
they've been dropped
Dirty
around.
Biscuits number.
He said they're all very small sizes. Lucky it's Fat Chat and we're all slimming up. We've got a game on tonight at 8:10 against my old side. Calling the King's birthday clash as it's my birthday.
Look at this.
So happy birthday to Mitch Johnson.
Happy birthday,
To go his dad. They're like, it's a perfect fit around here, but it's like these.
I think your arms are big, bro. Just touch
Yeah.
you out. You got strong, massive
sizzling.
arms.
yeah,
They're
thanks.
absolutely sizzling.
mate.
but
I'm
you said
seeing
that
fine spaghetti
we'll wear
arms.
it. Thank you
Spaghetti
very
dad
much
arms.
for
Spaghetti
sending it
dad
through.
arms.
We will also read emails,
that's what we do
hello@batchatpodcast.com.au.
usually.
Let's go straight to the first one. Hey, boys, very keen to cop Hammer's shit yeah shirt.
Yep, there
It's
it is.
coming.
It's coming. I've seen the designs. Pretty funny. Am I allowed to say that, or am I not allowed to say that? Oh God, hilarious.
Yeah, it's very good.
Indy texted me one day, said, "Hammer, I need you to send me an idea of something."
Yep.
And the idea was rogue. It was pretty. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Have
Have you seen the updated ones? Like
Yeah,
the
I think so.
finals?
Yeah, and I thought it's pretty funny. Like this. I mean, I threw it out there as a bit of a Hail Mary. Like this might not get up,
Oh, it's up.
and it got up, and it is pretty funny. I'm going to be wearing them.
Coming out soon.
Hilarious.
If Hammer gets his own shirt, why shouldn't Dan get a Rashi? I can see it now. It's blue, of course, and the front reads in white lettering, "Just knocking about town." And the back, Const wearing Rashi since 1989.
Sounds like there's
Fresh out of the
quite
womb in a Rashi.
quite a bit of thought gone into
Yeah,
that.
of course, this would have to be an extremely limited run of Rashis, not because there would be no demand, but to ensure exclusivity,
Yeah,
which
of
I
course,
love that.
Of course, of course.
It'd be a must for him to wear when he fights Lydio. Of course, I would wear a Rashi.
One of
Yeah.
one sounds
fighting
about right
Rashi.
for sellability, I reckon.
yeah.
I'll buy it. There we go. We're
These
sold
are
out.
really slimming.
Yeah.
Like I
you
feel
look great in it.
slim. I look all of a sudden a couple of kilos lighter.
Yeah,
look good.
you
Looks
look
taller
taller
off
as
me.
well.
Do I? I'm sitting in the same spot as I was before.
That was from Melman. Great name,
Melman.
Melman.
Is Melman the mailman? And then isn't he the giraffe on Madagascar? Is that Melman? Melvin or Melman?
I was also thinking
I
of
reckon Melman.
Hans Moleman from The Simpsons.
Hans Moleman. I think the
I
giraffe
was
from
saying-
Madagascar is called Melman.
Okay, we'll
I
look that
just
up.
like to get Melman. There you go. Come on.
What's
Thank you.
with your Pixar knowledge?
Oh, mate,
that
I'm a
might
big
be
Cars
He's a
guy.
weird guy.
I'm
Yeah.
a big Cars fan.
big
Strip
Cars,
weathers. Hashtag strip the king weathers.
Okay, this is from Trish. Hi boys, from tomorrow I can go into crowds again.
Oh,
Yes.
Trish. This is Trish. You know
So-
who Trish is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Trish
So naturally, I'll be going to the footy on Sunday.
Duh.
I'd plan to wear my Eagles BackChat hoodie.
Yep.
Claire from the West Coast Eagles Victoria office has
Claire's
offered
a
my
legend.
son and I to be part of the Guard of Honor they're having for the team. Oh, that's elite. This is probably because I've been ill. It's my first game for the year. I'll take a photo of me out on the ground wearing BackChat and send it next week. Love Trish.
Yes.
Sent
So-
from my iPad.
Trish has been sick. We've been we've been doing our best to keep her company while she's been getting treatment, and she's bloody fucking back. Welcome
Yeah,
back,
absolutely.
Trish.
So was that from the weekend just gone? Was she at the game?
No, at the Adelaide game. I'll see you there, Trish. I'm going to come out into the Guard of Honor as well. I'm going to stand next to you, and we're going to be legends together.
That sounds amazing. One more here from Adam. Good
Adam
morning,
Simpson.
Scully,
Is it
Hammer,
Adam
and Daniel Cons.
Is it Adam Simpson?
Is it Adam Thorpe?
He said Adam.
Do you
also,
remember that guy?
Yeah.
Adam Thorpe?
Went to school with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't you have a party at his house and watch DVDs all night?
yeah, that's
Pretty sure that was it. You and Adam Thorpe.
This one's different though. This is from Adam, or he says also Adzi.
there you go.
Yesterday, I attended Optus Stadium to watch Freo v Port Adelaide, and I continually saw what I could only describe as the worst thing one could do at a football game.
Racism?
Blimey. Now, I'm
What's up
unsure
there?
of your stance on adults wearing footy jumpers to games,
Oh.
which is apparently not allowed because you're not allowed to have fun.
You were
However,
wearing one today in an interview with Doug Hawkins. I was highly offended.
no, it was good. He loved it. However, I would love to know your thoughts on adults who wear full kit of a team who isn't even playing. Yesterday, I saw a guy in full Brisbane attire, hat, Guernsey, and scarf. This is an act that has become a regular occurrence, and I don't stand for it. If your team isn't playing, don't wear their colours to the game.
The
It
only
makes no
exception-
sense, and
Hang
you
on.
look like an idiot. I would love your thoughts on this. In fury, he says. Adam.
Go on, Hammer.
Only exception
No.
is the South Sydney Rabbitohs jumper.
Yeah,
There's a
random South guy.
Random South fan. There's one of them. In every sporting event, you always see someone in the South Sydney Rabbitohs jumper. I'm pretty sure I saw a guy in an Adelaide Crows jumper at WrestleMania one time. That was pretty funny. So it's nice to see him popping out in the blue, but like at other sports. If you're
Right.
going to an AFL game and you're a fully grown man and it's not the two teams playing, don't wear the
So
jumper.
if I'm going to like an NFL game, somehow I score.
Oh yeah,
tickets.
and you can pop your West Coast jumper on. Perfect. Like that's funny.
All right.
Weird, but like, it's every little tidbit, little Easter egg for someone watching at home.
This is a little shout out from Zed Chadwick. We've been chatting online. He's little boy Cooper. I shouldn't say little. He's young man Cooper has been having a tough time in hospital. So this is from Zed Chadwick on Insta. Guys, it may not seem like, but thank you very much for the gift you sent Cooper and also the letter. It meant a lot. He'll be wearing he might not fit the shirt properly at the moment. In a couple of years' time, he will, though. That hasn't stopped him from wearing it, though, and I can't get it off him now. Seriously, though. Thank you very much. We sent young Cooper a nice little BackChat T-shirt. Got him in the Kings of the Big Game. So, hello, Cooper. I hope you're getting better soon, bud.
Absolutely,
my man.
Shout out, Cooper.
What we got?
G'day, boys.
Fines.
And Mrs. Schofield.
Oh.
Like to give a fine out today to Scully. Mate, you can't say if West Coast's going to finish bottom of the ladder that you're going to do a nudity lap around Optus and then say, oh, I didn't give the time when I'm going to do it. Didn't give the time when I'm going to do it. Mate, you've got to honour your bet.
You will. Fair enough. You will honour your bet.
Also,
that's it.
Dan, good luck with the Rashies, mate. Best of luck. See you, fellas.
What did he say?
Best of luck with the Rashies.
Yeah, thank you.
And then I think you said best of love at
Wow.
the end.
Yeah,
I love that.
Love you
Spread
too.
love.
Hate to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I would have always done the nudie run.
Of course you would have, mate. You're a man of your word.
I'm a man of my
Still
word.
not
You
over.
always stand by your word, and I still do. So I will be doing a naked run on Optus Stadium if West Coast win the wooden spoon.
Yep.
Suck it.
G'day, lads. And Dan. Dixon B. Tween the legs here.
Yep. Dix.
Coming live from the MCG.
Wow.
Saints have beaten the Cats, and we are playing finals.
Wow.
All of yous, Scully, you in particular, $5. All got a fine. You said we're going to drop out. But we're fucking here, boys. And we're on a charge.
I like it, Dixon.
Yeah, great.
I like
That's
it a
fair
lot.
enough, because I thought
Yep.
St Kilda were a piece of shit at the start
So
of this
did
year
I.
and in the middle part of the year, and they've made finals.
Ross Lyon, Coach of the Year.
Stretching out your legs.
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
It's all good. No, not at all. Adam Kingsley's been very good, and I would say Craig McRae's been also quite good, having Collingwood at the top of the ladder for the entire season.
Ken Hinkley's been all right.
Ken Hinkley too.
They're second.
Boys,
No.
Hugh Jorgen here.
It's coming from the nightclub.
Sounds like
It's Rocktown, Saturday night.
nice.
Just sitting out here at the shelter bar. Seen a lot of people. But you know who I'm not seeing? Fucking Dan and Scully. Or Hammer. You can come and not drink, you dog. Boys, what's going on? That's a fine for each of you. I know you're here on your Friday night, and you've got kids, but surely this is the league pass of all league passes. Why don't I see you anywhere? Pretty shit, to be honest. It's fines all round. Couple of bucks each. I'll give you a couple just to match all the shelters I've had tonight. Fuck you guys, and fuck you, Joel.
Yes.
Very good.
Saved it. He saved
Fuck
it.
you, Joel.
Yeah.
He saved it.
I was
That
there
Yeah.
Friday night.
That was good.
You didn't go.
I wasn't, mate. I was playing. I was
No,
preparing for a big
you
game
didn't go
before
to
next
the Fat Chat thing.
I'll tell you what I did do Friday night, though.
Go on.
Called Joel.
Did you? Great.
G'day, boys. It's Keely. I've just snuck into the bathrooms at Marvel to send this $2 fine in to the lady behind me that thinks it's great advice that every time someone from West Coast goes near an opposition to scream, tackle them. Pretty sure they know the objective in defence is to tackle. Shut up. You're doing me head in, and we're doing all right considering we're 18s. Cheers.
No, fair enough.
I hope Keely sent a follow-up fine. Just fucking letting you know, boys, the lid's off. We've bloody won. That sounded like mid-game. I'm
Yeah,
going okay.
bit nervous.
Yeah,
Nervous
I like that,
energy.
Keely. Well,
Yep.
I like the amount of feedback we're getting live from
Live
the
feedback.
fans
Yeah,
here.
it's great.
Yep.
Day, fellas, and Hamish, Barry McCockner here, and would just like to find everybody who said Carlton would be not as good as they've been playing with Harry Mackay in the forward line. Saying 9 in a row, and we're playing finals. Cheers.
Thanks, Barry.
Live from Toronto. I felt like a
Yeah.
Canadian accent there.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it too.
Is that all the fines we've got?
That's all the fines we got.
I
Send
I
some
did
fines
call,
in.
I
Like
did
the
call
live
Joel
ones.
live. I put it. I filmed it and sent it through. But I was having dinner at Pizzacca in Scarborough on Friday night.
Shout out, Pizzacca.
Shout out Pizzacca, tremendous establishment. Although they did forget my pasta with shirt. It
Oh.
was busy, mate. It was busy.
Did you
So
just
you're the
order
only one-
pasta?
No, I had half a pizza with Andrew as well, but it was fine. Anyway, then went out the front and realised that there was a payphone there that I just forgot was out the front. And obviously, that's my rule. Whenever I walk past a payphone, I got to call him. Jesus, funny. Called it, picked it up. Fuck you, Joel. Hung up. 2 seconds later, I get a call from an unknown number. Pick it up and say, "Fuck you, Joel," again. I was banking that it was him calling me. He started laughing, and he goes, he was with another mate of mine, and they said, "Geez, that sounded like Hammer." And they just they backed it in. They called it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
shit, just nothing funnier.
That's fucking great.
Love that. Tomorrow
Yep.
on the podcast,
Yep.
guest interview with Josh Kennedy.
Josh
P. Kennedy.
JP Kennedy. Wow.
Sydney Swans
Sydney
fame,
legend.
second most contested possessions in the history of the game. He's a best and fairest winner. He should have been a Norm Smith winner. He's a premiership player.
Legend. He's
is-
still built like a just beast.
Yeah,
A brick shit house.
A very good man. Played
Yeah.
with some of the greats. Got some good stories, great stories. In fact, doing bare knuckle push-ups down at the beach with horse long mile, whipping them with chains.
He's got a great story about
talk
Buddy's
about the Bloods
1000th.
culture. We know where it comes from.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Buddy's thousands.
Buddy's
He
thousands.
played in that game.
Goal game.
he did, yeah.
That was elite. That story there. That comes out tomorrow or tonight if you're a patron.
Yes.
There you go.
Whiskey with Woosha Thursday night. BackChat live Monday night. Make sure you get down to the paddo. Enjoy a couple of beers down there with us. And if we don't see you in between them, we'll probably get you somewhere else.
Yep, Whippersnapper Whiskey. That's Thursday night. But Murray Roasting Co, BlueBet, Shelter Brewing, Leadable Cameras, Swimply, of course, and Fleet Network who power the podcast for 2023. Shout out to Frank and the boys.
Novated yourself a lease.
Patrons, stick around.
Go Matildas.
Go Matildas. And see you next week at the paddock.
Matildas.